What's going on, Malakes? It's your boy. Is it my turn? Is the camera on? Yeah, I think it's on. Hi guys! My name Herper. How are you? My mom do my hair. You like? You like? My mom do my hair. You like? Okay, I make video. Bye-bye now. And in this video, we're going to go over how to pick a kingdom for you as an individual player and or your guild to migrate to, because a lot of you guys in the comments section keep asking me, VNN!
Hey, VNN, can you pick us a kingdom to migrate to? One that's safe?
Well, look, guys, my answer to that is I have no idea. Anyways, let's just move on with it, okay? Also, I want to go ahead and go over a complete failure when getting fancier, going fancier, trying to be too fancy, completely backfires on you. I promise you guys, you're not going to want to miss it. But anyways, let's just go ahead and dive into this video. And yeah, rule number one, pro tip number one, whatever you want to call it, I'll share 4 of them with you guys to help you mitigate your untimely migrations, because it happens a lot, okay? Number one, first disclaimer is I don't know anybody in K3. I don't. It's just a random kingdom I popped up with. And sure enough, we're here, okay? So for all of you guys in K3 that want to send me hate, go kick rocks, because it's nothing personal. I'm just pointing out things that I'm observing, because I don't know anything about your kingdom. I really don't. I'm just guessing off the top of my head. That's all I'm doing. Okay, anyways, disclaimers out of the way. Let's dive right into it, right? Okay. Pro tip number one. Check the base and check the forts. I know a lot of you guys do this anyways, but we'll go together as a team. Ruling guilds, don't look at the might for the ruler, but look at the guild, okay? Pay attention to how many members there are, what language it is, and their actual overall might, right? 60 out of 100 members tells me that they're broken into 2 different guilds, or they're lending members out, or whatever the case may be, or those other members are out monster hunting or doing whatever the case is. So you couldn't take 10.7 billion as their serious might. You just gotta kind of wait for a little bit. You look at their board, their public board. They got a ton of naps. Mommy said I can take nap now. Anyways, shut up, Herbert. Let's move on though, okay? Let's go to the forts, because that tells you very little bit. That tells you such a small amount, all right? Look at the forts. Check this out. S&D owns Frozen. Who owns Tempest? LL. And, you know, IFR owns the Bright Fort, right? So do yourself a favor. Investigate each one of these forts. Look at their guild might rankings, right? Let's go over here to Tempest. Right, LL. L-L. Don't look at this guy. He's just the guild leader. Look at the actual might, right? 6.1 billion. It's an English guild, 85 out of 100 members. And so, look, these guys, they have not really any real rally leaders. I mean, they've got like maybe 1 or 2, but that's literally it. Everybody else, if they ever went to a kingdom that is like my kingdom, right? I'm in 185. Rank 50 is almost a billion might. Like, I don't know what it is with these guys in Ice, but we're going to 1 billion might kingdoms, right? So 921 million might, right? If anybody in this guild, right, in LL was to rally anybody in, like, let's say 185, most likely you are going to get counter rallied, okay? And it's going to sting. It's going to really hurt. So about the only guy who's safe is this Mo King guy, right? And it's not even a safe number. It really isn't, okay? But that's all I'm going to say about that. Don't judge. Don't do anything. Just understand it's nothing personal, okay? I'm not calling you guys scumbags or nothing. It's just giving you guys a reality check. If somebody at 279 million might rallies pretty much anybody in K185 or 182, you're probably going to get counter-rallied and you're probably going to get zeroed off in 1 hit, because there's that many maxed out champion castles inside of those kingdoms. There just is, okay? It's nothing personal. It's just facts, all right? But do yourself a favor. Look at those guilds, okay? And, you know, do yourself a favor. Ask yourself, ask your guild members, can we compete with these guilds? If we have to, okay? Ask yourself, do the public favor, okay? You know, do yourselves a favor. Don't just ask your leadership, ask your overall guild and say, can we do this, guys? Are you down to ride, okay? And if they are, then go ahead and do it, okay? Pro tip number 2, check the people around the forts. Check the people around the forts. Also, are there people holding prisoners that are in the forest and stuff like that, right? Like this guy, Lupo, only 91 million might, and I am at, look at this, I bet you these guys are protected or whatever because they've got a 754 million might player, right? Or whatever the case is, they get that Mighty Mouse chest, all right? They just do, a lot of people do. So just be cautious of that. Be really, you know, be observant, okay? Just be observant. That's all you got to do, right? And pro tip number 3 is maybe check in, okay? Like, I'm actually going to continue looking, right, in the forest. But pro tip number 3 is check in. I'll get to that in a second, right? And any other kingdom I have ever been into, these guys like this would never be able to hold leaders. Like, maybe the 726 million can, but 181 won't fly in pretty much any other kingdom. Anybody under, like, 500 million might generally cannot hold prisoners in any other kingdom. It's just a thing. It's not possible, okay? It's just not. And why? Well, because there's a lot more bigger people out there that want to rally those kinds of people, all right? There just is. And so long story short about that is, moving on to the next pro tip is what I mean, right? Checking in. A lot of people, like myself, don't really care to check in because we don't go to a kingdom looking for naps, looking for allies, and all of that stuff. But here's what happens, okay? The leading guilds, or the already established, and this is really bad with English guilds, it really, really is, where they're already established, and then here's what happens, okay? They want to dominate or assert their dominance. Like mommy does to me. Yeah, so just like that happens, right? You don't check in. The ruling guilds, what they want to do is they want to establish, they want to dominate you, they want to do all of that stuff to you guys, or they want to tax you, basically, because they're already established. They've already got all the naps, all the allies worked out, and if you want a piece of the pie, you basically have to check in with those people. Hey, love, do you like the Herbert hair? Yeah, was that a yes? The people cannot hear you. Can you say that louder? Like louder. They still can't hear you. Still louder. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but she said yes. Anyways, what I'm trying to say here, guys, is if you do not check in, a lot of the times what happens is these guys want to assert their dominance onto you, and that can backfire on them so quickly, like it did to the LX guys in 152, I think is the kingdom, 1K152, where we migrated in. They were like, well, these guys are only like 8 billion might. Let's go punk them out and then maybe, you know, ask them for an alliance and then tax them or do whatever, right? And so what happened is that backfired on them. Not only did we not cave in, we ended up starting to zero a bunch of their allies because we have rally leaders our own and we're not afraid to rally people at all under any circumstances, okay? And they tried so hard to keep it all under wraps. And then .cn came in and then that pretty much crashed the whole party. And then afterwards, they ask us, they like this, hey guys, how come we don't have an alliance? You know, it's the Chinese guys versus, you know, us, and we need to stick together. Yeah, that happens a lot, actually. A lot more than you think it does. And so, yeah, we told them to kick rocks, basically, and we enjoyed zeroing them out pretty much every day whenever their shields would drop, all right? Having said all that stuff, pro tip number 4, and this is one of the more valuable pro tips, is make a fake Gmail or whatever account, and then just migrate it on a novice scroll, like this Castle 13 right here. Do yourself a favor, make a brand new Gmail, link it to your Android phone, or if you don't have an Android phone, get a program like BlueStacks or Emu or Nox or something, okay? Some kind of Android emulator, add that Gmail to that emulator, and then you know what you do? You basically turn around and you use that novice scroll that they're going to give to you, and essentially it's free. Like it's easy, it's peasy. Migrate there, check all the might rankings, see where you guys fit, get a picture of rank 1 all the way down to rank 50 or even the whole 100, share it with everybody you know so that you can get the ball rolling in terms of your actual migration, okay? That is probably the biggest pro tip I can share with you guys and the most free pro tip I can share with you guys because I know a lot of you guys are in the same ballpark I'm in where I don't want to have to go like this and migrate over just to check the rankings. I know a lot of this seems like it's common sense to everybody and you know, check all the kingdoms, check K4. When I was looking for a kingdom with my own guild, I checked every single kingdom available. I really did. I said, I don't want a couple of things, okay? I don't want a guild full of like champion geared players, no kingdom like that, okay? So that narrowed it down a bunch, okay? And then another one is I don't want to go against a bunch of Chinese unions, okay? Because they're not going to welcome us in. So that was the second hurdle. Now that basically lowered my list down, and that's what you guys should be doing too, right? But let's go ahead and look at this fail video. Now, one thing I will say this guy is not in Fury. Under no circumstances is this guy in Fury. He is not in Fury! Under any circumstances, boys and gals, this guy was trying to get too fancy. And the one thing I will say here, in case you guys did not catch this, in case you didn't catch it, I know guys, right? It's total cringe. I know you guys eat that up. In case you didn't catch it, check when Jesus' rally leaves. There's about a 3-second delay before that next rally actually leaves. When that first rally launches, this guy, boom, right there. You guys caught that? In case you guys didn't, I'll play it one more time for you guys, okay? I wish there was a pause button, but there's not, okay? Watch MC3, Jesus' rally. That thing launches. This guy's got 3 seconds to port away. Boom, right there. I would have relocated immediately. As soon as that first arrow launches, he should have relocated right next 2 tiles, either up, down, or sideways, or something. He should have reused a relocator because all of us homeboys are there. That first rally would have immediately hit him. The first rally would have, that second rally would have then launched. Okay, so if you guys are ever taking a rally, because you guys are trying to be pro about it, as soon as that first rally leaves, as soon as it does, relocate immediately. As soon as you see the arrow invading troops, as soon as you get that message, relocate immediately. But this guy tried to get too fancy with it. And I repeat, he is not in Fury under any circumstances from the start of this rally, okay? He is not in Fury. This rally was about 15 plus minutes long, okay? 15 plus. So there's no way this guy could not have shielded, all right? I fast forwarded for you guys, but just check this out, right? He's letting these rallies come to him. He's thinking to himself, I can take the first hit and then shield immediately. That's what a lot of you guys do. There is no reason to get fancy. There's no reason, okay? Because it's going to cost you a lot. Like I said, pro tip of the day, once that first arrow leaves, random relocate immediately. Immediately. It will save you guys an arm and a leg. It will absolutely help you guys out every single step of the way. And if you guys don't do this, you can look forward to paying the big cost, which is end up getting bent over, because watch what happens here, okay? I did that on purpose, the transition for you guys. Look what happens very carefully, how they start to speed up really rapidly, okay? This is what happens. That first rally is about to hit, and what do they do with all these other rallies? MC3 Jesus? Then the other 2 rallies, they speed up really rapidly. Everybody's on their phones, on their devices, in a voice call that says, hey guys, look, get ready for impact. Blow all your carpets now. Blow all your carpets. And then this guy finally shields as soon as Wog's rally ends up leaving its own base. So at the end of the day, fam, at the end of the day, don't be this guy. Look at this. And then watch these ones start to speed up. They start to... Look at these guys. They're all going to smack. And then he shields. And then he shields. After 3 rallies hit this guy, then he shields. What an idiot. This is when trying to go too fancy backfires on you guys. But anyways, hopefully you guys liked the video. And if you guys did, let me know inside the comments. Let me know what you think about Herbert. Do you guys want me to bring this guy back for you? Because I can do it. But y'all know what I'm talking about though, right? Love, peace, and chicken grease. Be safe. Thanks for stopping by. Dispense some of your quality time. And stay classy. And for you guys who are like, where's the video yesterday? Look, fam, I dozed off, all right? I absolutely did. So today is another double upload day. Again, I dozed off, all right? I'm sorry. I forget about it. Whatever. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.